Brilliant, cause I said so! In this position, black played queen f5, attacking our bishop on f4, and here should we defend our bishop, take g3 or what? Or attack the black king. Here, white had the audacity of to go rook f8. Stop it, baby, sacrifice the bishop because after queen takes f4, rook a8, daddy issues. Bishop takes f4, rook a8, daddy issues. So the bishop cannot be taken, so black played king c8, my brothers and sisters. Now the king wants to run on d7. For example, rook a8, king d7, and black is back in the game. But when you're attacking and the king is running, try to control the king's escape squares. And here the d7 is the escape square for the black king. So how do we control this square? Oh yes, we do white here, made dent in chess with this move. Queen c6. Stop it, baby, sacrifice the queen. And here Magnus Carlsen with the black pieces was forced to resign because that was literally the best move, my brothers and sisters. The thing is that queen takes f4, daddy issues. Here, checkmate. That uses again background issues. After b takes c6, b takes c6, behold, the c6 pawn is controlling the escape squares of the king, and there's absolutely no defense of rook a8. No defense. King b8, rook a8. Queen takes f4, rook a8. So once again, control escape squares if the king is running. Are you not entertained? Is this not what you came for? In this position, white last move was b takes c6, now threatens c takes b7 and discover check on the king. We are attacking the king, but we're damage hero, so what should we do? Here, my brothers and sisters, using the pattern from the previous video, black has a brilliant move, and in this position, black had the audacity of to control escape squares and go queen f3. Stop it, baby, sacrifice the queen and the bishop, we check. Stop this guy from brillianting. For example, bishop takes f3, g takes f3, and behold, the same pattern as number 10, the king is getting made. Here, rook f1, and after check, behold, king f5, the king is perfectly safe on f5, white has no checks, and the best move is to resign. Are you not entertained, my brothers and sisters? You can sacrifice material with your pawn giving you check, but if you make a move and then your pawn has no more checks, the threat will win you the game. And in this position, black played b5, attacking our pawn on c4. Currently, black is 2 pawns up, but white has super active position, and black cannot castle because of the queen on b3. So here, white needs to use the perfectly placed rookie on c1 against opponent's queen. So what we do first is clean the sacrifice. You're trying to clean the pin on the c file, and here white had the audacity to go pawn takes c5. Stop it, baby. It's good. Cleaning, sacrifice, cleaning the rook on c file, f takes c5, and now bishop takes b5. And even though everything seems protected, the queen will land on e6. That will be devastating. Like black has a move spare because nothing is hanging, right? For example, take, but the queen landing on e6 will be fatal for black, and this is what Wesley So found. Black played rook b8, attacking our bishop, and then I just bishop a for this silent move because we're not trying to take on c6 right away. We're trying to do something more romantic, even though this would still be winning. But black is somehow holding on, but rook d6 would decide the game in white's favor. Ooh, brilliant coffee! And now queen b7, trying to get out of this nasty pin, but then comes the whole idea of white position. What is the move here? Rook takes c6, stop it, baby! The pin is smarter than the sword, my brothers and sisters. Now this pin will be devastating. Now black has a full rookie up, but nobody cares because queen e6, queen lands on e6, pawn e7, and just bishop c5, and that is all she wrote. There's no defense of bishop takes c6, queen takes c6, and queen e7, for example. Rook f8, just take, and you checkmate again. Behold, you cannot take that king. After bishop c5, rook c8 was spread because now after take, everything's protected, right? And black's actually winning. But behold, bishop takes c7 first, my brother and sister, taking the pony. Now you cannot take with your pony because I'll take the king. And after queen takes c7, the most natural move, then queen takes c8. Check this guy, king f7, bishop b3, king f6, queen takes c6, and that is all sure. Are you not entertained? It's incredible how white sacrificed the pony, then they play this silent move while pinning a piece down, but rook takes c6 has no defense, and that is all sure. Brilliant! In this position, my brothers and sisters, white last move was king h1, and using the fact that this is a terrible pin for black, and now e5 would come and they will be winning. But here, know your tactical patterns. If the pawn flies on g3, that will be checkmate. So what do? We sacrifice the queen! stop it, baby. After bishop takes the a, we go pawn takes g3, and that is all she wrote. White cannot recapture the pawn because of the nasty pin. Are you not entertained? Here, white smartly plays bishop takes c4, and now the bishop is hanging, queen takes g5. Takes the pawn, and now there's a beautiful tactic again because the critical h3 square. If the queen is on h3, the king on g2, that's actually mate with the absence of the pawn. So what do? We go rook h2, sacrifice the rookie to clear the h file. King takes h5, queen h6. We hold the g1 square is controlled by the bishop, king g2, and queen h3. I recommend you to memorize this pattern because it's super duper common. I usually do it a lot with rook takes h2, and then you just land the queen on h3, and those guys deliver checkmate. Are you not entertained? In this position, my brothers and sisters, queen c6 was black last move, and now material is even, but white is super duper active, so there has to be something spectacular here. The d8 square is hanging, but there are like 2 pieces there, so queen cannot fly because Isaac Newton discovered gravity. But here, white had an amazing romantic move, which is called deflection. Rook b6, stop it, the attacking the black queen on b6. The queen is trapped, queen a4 can never work because pawn c7, that's aesthetic, romantic, checkmate. So, but you burn your rook, I just take, but now my brother scored the whole idea to clear the d8 square, which is clean and sacrifice, pawn f6, stop it, baby. And whatever, with whatever pawn black recaptures, checkmate will end the game. Beautiful romantic move. In this position, my brother and sisters, Black has amazing bishop, but it's blocked by the f6 pawn, and white is trying to attack because they are down material big time, as you can see. Those guys are kind of passive. So here we are trying to use our open lines on the g file and the bishops. So we need to sacrifice the open lines before black develops their last pieces. So h7 might be hanging if we play pawn g5, but then we're gonna sacrifice our pony. But after take king f7, then what? Pawn is controlling g7 square. And we have no more checks, apparently. We have only queen i4, but then queen i5. But we have another check. Queen takes h5. Here white had the audacity to go pawn in g5. Stop it, Pepe. Sacrifice the pony. The whole idea is to open the bishop on the wrong diagonal. After f takes g5, queen takes g5, king f7. Now what is the idea? We're gonna sacrifice the exchange. We're gonna take on g4. We can't go queen i4 because of queen i5, and currently black is back in the game, or even pawn f6. So what do we do? But the whole idea of playing pawn g5, white saw that is a beautiful romantic move. In the words of Gandalf, you shall not brilliant! Stop it, baby, sacrifice the queen, my brother and sister. The thing is, after take, the king is caught in an incredible coordination between the white pieces. Black is plus 11, but nobody gives a fuck because checkmates end the game. Rook g1 check, and look at those bishops. Pawn g7 is the only move to stop the mate. Rook takes g7, king h8, rook takes c7, and we're doing some kind of windmill, because for example here, rook g6. Why didn't we do the move earlier? Because if we go rook g6, that would actually lose the game to rook f6, because the pawn is now controlling the rookie. Second rookie. So we first remove the defender of the f6 square, and then we do the windmill, for instance. But after rook e7, rook f6 was played in the game to back on the f8 square, take, check, rook h7, now rook h8 is a big time threat, queen f5, rook h8, and that is all shoot. Are you not entertained? Is this not what you came for? In this position, my brothers and sisters, brilliant off by the way, black played d5, and this is some kind of, what's fan gambit? That move is a mistake, because light squares and the h5 square. Here, white had the audacity to go pawn d5, sacrifice the pawn, my brother and sister, to remove the defender of the h5 square, pawn d5, queen h5 check. Now behold, black has to go g6, otherwise just devastating. So they have to play g6, and then we go pawn h6, my brother and sister, the whole idea. But the idea, behold, after h6, the idea is not to take the rookie, the idea is to take on g6. Check this guy, and after king g7, we just take on d5, and we have a completely winning position. The king is super duper weak, and I don't think black can survive here. For example, bishop g5, bishop f7, and oh sure. Black king is in the middle of the board, and main pieces are attacked. So after g6 here, black played pawn is attacking our queen, and now if you take, our queen is losing. After pawn e5, our queen is losing. So how are we going to proceed here, right? It seems that we missed something in our calculations. But what is the most dated thing in chess? The most dated thing in chess is double check. Because once you're double check, you should always move the king. So I say here that the move is bishop f7. Brilliant. Stop it, baby. And behold, the queen has to be, the bishop has to be taken, because otherwise there's things will happen. There's just no way the king can survive all these shenanigans here. So the bishop has to be taken, then pawn e5, now double check. Black cannot take our queen because we will take the king. And whenever the king goes, that's checkmate. Hold, checkmate because of the bishop on c1. Always those bishops, guys, always those bishops. King f7, queen f7, king d6, and now what is checkmate here, my brothers and sisters? It's pawn c4, stop it, baby. Are you not entertained? In this position, my brothers and sisters, white is plus 5 material, and our rook has been attacked, and f7 pawn has been attacked, and it seems that this bishop is doing GMs for protecting the king. Perfecto. But not when the black pieces is Arthur Yusupov, a legend, my brothers and sisters, playing against a legend Chucky. Now, we need to create threats. We cannot play rook, most like rook f8 and say we're better, or we survive here, right? We need something concrete, something strong here. We don't have time to defend. But we don't have any checks, because queen g3 will just take, and we're just getting crushed here. Oh, but it's gambit. I saw that, so we need something concrete. And now, let's notice that they can do some kind of mate with the romantic queen sacrifice. Queen h1, pawn h2, and then somehow rook g1. Yes, rook g1, rook g6, stop it, baby. Brilliant! Are you not entertained? Sacrifice a full rookie with check, my brothers and sisters, because after queen takes h1 here, pawn e7, the whole idea of black is to sacrifice the queen with rook h1. Are you not entertained? Sacrifice the queen, bishop takes h1, pawn h2, and the rook on g6 controlling g-file. The king has been checked, my brothers and sisters. King e1 and daddy issues, aka back rank issues. That is the whole idea of rook g6, my brothers and sisters. So white has to take here, go queen g8, they have to sacrifice the queen to take rid of that rookie, and then they end up winning the game. Pawn f2, there's just a queen up here, and that was all sure. Behold, no more checks because the queen is guarding, and best move for black. Best move for black was to resign. Incredible, like, remember Dingyland against Nepomniachtchi, final game between their World Chess Championship match? Self-pinning yourself to immortality with rook g6. When you play in the ladder, play some brilliant rook g6 and say, I am self-spinning myself to immortality, or I'm gonna make a dent in the tactical world. In this position, my brothers and sisters, black is plus 6 material, white is trying to attack chaotically, but it seems that black is defending perfectly, because queen takes a1 is in threat, queen takes e5, and the queen will be fianchetto, and our queen is hanging too, right? But white has seen more than that, and here, white had the audacity of hope to make a dent in chess universe with queen takes h7. Are you not entertained? Sacrifice the queen, king takes h7, rook h3, check this guy. The king cannot go here, got bishop f6, and that is all she wrote. Morphe made, but the king has to go here, and then what is the move here? What is the plan? Bishop f6. Rook h8 is threatened, but behold, we are sacrificing the rookie with check. And after queen takes a1, check. Plus 19 material for black, pawn in g1. You should not break my shell. You should not break my shell. There is just absolutely no defense of rook h8. It's incredible how beautiful chess is. You are plus 20 material, 19 material, and you cannot win the game, but you have to resign because that's the best. Are you not entertained? Is this not what you came? Chess website to blow your mind is chessmind.ai. Very easy to learn, my brothers and sisters, and there are so many chess courses with the black pieces and the white pieces, and even Alien Gambit is there, my brothers and sisters. And to train your amazing chess moves to blow your mind, you can go to puzzles, and my favorite, Time Bomb, my brothers and sisters. Go like hard and then do puzzles as fast as you can, and every puzzle that you solve gives you time. It's so entertaining, and it's really great way to practice puzzles like that, or even courses after watching this video. I hope you enjoy this website. It's really good. I love the UI. It's fluent, and everything is just made pixel perfect for us to learn chess fast, easy, and enjoyable. And we reached number 1, my brothers and sisters. White last move was e4, attacking our bishop on e4. But here we can see that the diagonal a8, h1 is super duper weak, and those guys are hanging. But the pawn is controlling, protecting the e4 pawn. So what do? We remove the defender d4 pawn by playing rook c3. Stop it, baby. Sacrifice the rookie. The whole idea is that we're gonna sack more pieces on e4, but the pony has to be removed. White has to take on c3 because if they do something like that and just rook c5 and the pawn is hanging, if they take the pawn, they just rook takes f5 and black is a pawn up with winning position. So they have to take the rookie, and then we go again, pawn takes c4, stop it, baby, sacrifice the pawn to clear the line. Now the game played, pawn h5 was played, but if they take on e4, then we take, and as you can see, you shall not pass in Gando's voice. Those bishops are just super duper strong. King h3, we made something like h5 here and bishop f5, and that's all she wrote. Queen f3 checkmate. H5 is to reinforce g4, and if they play king f1, then we just go bishop d3, stop it, baby. The whole idea is to clear the h1 square for the queen. Check this guy, check this guy. f5, fantastic move, supporting g4 and controlling g4 square, and queen f2 is threatened. White is a full rookie up and the piece, but yeah, to my interest. That's all she wrote. So white played pawn h5, and now bishop takes g5 is threatened if the pawn moves, for example, pawn c5, bishop takes g5. So what do? Black has this audacity hope to play a cool move like f6. Stop it, baby. That's it, just protects the g5 pawn and renewing the threat of bishop takes c4 after it's taken. Pawn takes c3 is threatened. For example, if you play right away, then you go queen e5, and attack, and it's not that simple at all. White is actually much better here. You drop the pawn. So we go f6. Now this guy is taken. There's no queen e5 anymore. Take here. Now what's the move here? Remember that brilliant move in that line we looked at? Yes. Bishop d3. Stop it, baby. Are you not entertained? And that is all she wrote. The queen will land on h1. Queen takes d3. Queen h1. Check this guy. And the bishop is controlling the dark squares. King g2. Queen g2. You should not pass in Gandalf voice. King e1. And that is all she wrote. Are you not entertained? Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed part 5. Don't forget to wash your hands, spread peace, love, and happiness, and most importantly, pray for peace in the whole world. Bye.